This is my world.
Let's make it count.
I must practice tolerance.
Next, GSL Season 2 Renaissance.
2019 Mountain Dew GSL Season 2 Codex Renaissance.
Right here, right now.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another day here at the GSL Codex. And we got a very unusual lineup of players today. This is not what you would expect to have in a GSL group in 2019.
Yeah, we have two very good pro gamers and a couple of up-and-comers named Dark and Cure.
Yeah.
A couple of new kids on the block. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
By the way, we're doing KSL Thursday and Friday, but we'll be back to do the last group in the GSL Codex for the round of 32. We have been powering through everything StarCraft related for the last 2 weeks, Artosis.
Yeah, look at all of these results. We've had so many upsets so far. Very few Zergs have made it through as well, which is kind of this interesting storyline that's occurring. Of course, two are playing tonight. We'll see if anyone can make it. It's a crazy group, though. As you can see, we have no idea what year we're in right now. And it's not just because of Parting Glasses. It's because Party and DRG are both playing in the GSL.
Those Parting Glasses jokes are so funny.
I love
He knows
him
about
so
your
much.
jokes with that, too.
Oh,
Did you know? He told me.
I know. He's
like, you think these glasses are funny? I'm like, yeah, he does.
I love him. Anyways, I got here today, right? And I walk into the makeup room. And immediately I see MC. I'm like, oh, MC, how you doing? Oh, congrats and everything. And then Parting walks in behind me. I turn around and Parting's like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, what year are we in right now? Is this 2012? What's going on?
Yeah.
I'm talking to MC and Party at the same time. And now DRG's here as well.
Life is
God,
good. It's
it's
so good to see
crazy.
DRG again, too. This really, dopamine flooding into my brain as all these happy memories of DRG playing are coming back. But let's make one thing very clear here. Dark is expecting to get out of this group, Artosis.
Well, how many GSLs has he won? I don't see any gold medals right
Dan! He's a great gamer anyways.
there. Yeah, he is a great gamer. And definitely one of our guys that we're always expecting to go deep. In fact, we've been expecting to win a GSL for years now. And
I know.
It has not occurred.
Him and SOS, it just keeps happening.
I know. Yeah.
It's just funny. There's some of these players they can get deep in a tournament, but they don't win these, multi-month tournaments, as everybody calls them.
Yeah, we're always talking about the multi-month tournaments on the Pylon show.
He's not as much of a multi-monther.
Yeah. But look at this guy right here. Okay. That's a serious e-gamer right there if I ever saw one.
For a second, I thought he had like the biggest turtleneck on ever, but turtleneck that was just going to slowly swallow his entire head up, Artosis.
No, he's using that to keep his jaw up.
Yeah.
Because his jaw is going to hit the floor when he just wrecks this group and realizes he's still the greatest Zerg in the world. That you still don't have to go over Muta Roach.
He just finished his military service, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
He's doing pretty well in the Korean ladder overall. Here he is in Code S. It's a big deal. I mean, this is one of the truly legendary Zergs of all time. This guy was one of the first big macro Zergs that we ever had. So, I mean, I'm excited. He was the transitionary point between Nest-T and macro.
That's true. All right, game one is ready. First map is going to be New Repugnancy, Dark versus DRG.
Look at how afraid Dark is right now. He's just cheesing. He's like, oh my god, it's DRG. It's DRG. He knows how to macro.
Gosu Crew Dark.
Oh, it's the MLG champion. I'm afraid. I'm gonna cheese him. Never forget what he did in New York at MLG. He totally no-scope 360'd him.
Africa S2 Donregu.
What was that? There was like something. MLG, the term MLG was used for something back in the day, and I can't quite remember, but it was like some sort of meme type of thing.
So there was, well, the term, because MLG is, you know, how old is MLG actually? When did that start?
It's super old. Like, I think it was maybe 2004-ish, but I could be off on that.
And they started on Xbox, right?
They started on Xbox?
On Halo.
I think Halo was.
The
I mean,
first
that's
one?
their first very popular game. I bet you it was their first game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I went to an MLG in 2005, so I know they were around before that.
They, I believe they were in the consoles originally.
For
We
sure.
actually have a bunch of friends that worked or still work at or were working at MLG. But I just don't know the exact history. But there was a term, yeah, like it was just, you'd say MLG if there was some insane play.
Yeah, it's funny.
It actually is really funny.
It is funny.
Yeah.
It is funny.
So here is the Lings coming now. The drones are being pulled.
Yeah.
DRG going to try to
So-
defend this as best he can.
So we're seeing once again, you know, this kind of ridiculously quick Ling Baneling attack. Now, if they don't go Banelings, then pulling drones can be very good. If they do go Banelings, then pulling drones is straight up wrong because you can't actually fight. You have to fall back. So the way that DRG is playing this right now, okay, he has vision of Banelings. He should turn around now. He really should turn around.
Yeah, those
now.
drones
There's
are still
just
out here.
The amount that there is no point to be attacking with Drone Ling against Baneling Ling is large. It is a large amount of no point.
The Queen is wedged in between the extractor and the minerals to try to get a little bit more surface area. There's no Banes out now. There's two more being made adjacent to the main here.
Hell, pretty good hold so far.
That's
Yeah.
going to take a little bit for that spine crawler to root itself.
Like there's an opportunity here for Dark. He's definitely got to get something done. If DRG just straight holds like this, that's going to be amazing. Okay, well, that's a lot of Lings getting in.
Yeah. But again, right now it's two hatches versus one, and frankly, I think DRG's handled this pretty gracefully here.
Yeah, is he going to be able to continue this, though? Like, Dark is continuing to pump the Lings and make Banes and whatnot. So I don't see two Queens on the ramp. Okay, finally, two Queens on the ramp. Look at that, and he's got a spine down at the bottom. Maybe, let's see. Oh, that's a problem.
Oh! Nicely done. Not too many of those drones bruised here. I think we're beginning to see the end of this rush. Or actually, no, we're not. We have more Banelings being made just outside the main here. But again, no drones are down here. No Lings are down here. I mean, with the Spine and the Queen, those are not good targets to have for the Banelings.
Yeah.
Unless you were winning so badly it didn't matter. We're not in that moment yet.
Continuing to pump out Lings right now. Another Spine is on the way. I think that is definitely a good call there.
So using the Banes to target down the Spine Crawler. So this way you can fish the Queens down the ramp. And it looks like he's actually going to get up here. Nice transfuse. One Queen goes down.
Yeah, good micro from DRG overall. It does end up losing those two Queens, and that... Oh, wow, I'm pretty surprised, actually, that he did not go in and detonate on the drones to make them very easy to kill. But keeping that Bane alive... Oh, that would have been a great detonation as well.
Yeah, well, all these are going to be very low on HP. Now, one Queen is going to go down. I don't know how much HP is on the rest of these drones. Right now, it's 13 workers to 12. So they're basically even. So we haven't had this rush do enough damage, but of course, it's hard to deal with Ling Bane when you don't have any Banes of your own.
Well, he's got Speedlings now, so if he can just utilize his greater production to push everything back, that should be enough for him. That should get him into a good position. Okay, he sees where those Banes are being morphed. He's about to have more Banes out. We're closer to his base, so he can get that rally down more quickly as well. No secondary Queen on the way.
Okay, again, with the quicker Lings, he could try to circumvent the Banelings, but eventually the Banes are going to come close enough that he has to take one or two of his own Lings and then dive in on the remaining Banelings to try to get rid of them.
Yeah, Banelings kind of forcing their way up the ramp here. It feels a little bit inefficient, like Banelings being picked off that quickly. Dark continuing to try to get up there and kill drones. They're even on drones now. Don't forget, DRG was up in drones for a very long time. Oh, that's a very low baneling. Oh
my God,
that
it's still
micro.
alive!
That's insane.
That's so crazy.
Well, that's a big hit.
Oh, man, now these drones are so low. I think that's the tipping point. There it is. GG. Dark takes game 1. Beautifully done. Wow.
Okay, so it was very impressive that DRG almost ended up holding that, but I think if they go Baneling, I don't know, I guess probably some Zerg pro gamers could tell me what they think about that, but I feel like if they go Baneling and you're fighting with Ling Drone, like there's no real chance of holding your natural hatchery if they want to kill it.
Yeah.
I feel like DRG should have backed up, taken the hatchery loss, and played with a higher drone count and a slightly later natural than his opponent here. But
Do you think that build at all by Dark was a sign of disrespect?
no, I think that he just thought he could out-control this old fogey.
This dinosaur.
Yeah, it's been a while since DRG's played a professional game on stage. Why not? Open up very aggressively. It sets the tone for the rest of the match.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dark was aggressive again, to be honest, Artosis. I think it's served him well so far.
Could be.
DRG, a legend from the past in StarCraft, is back after completing his military service right now, down 0-1 versus Dark. Modern, one of the best Zergs there is here as we go into Game 2 on Port Alexander.
Gosu Crew, Dark. Africa S2, Donregu.
And now we wait.
DRG opening with Hatch here, as is Dark. Build's mirrored for now. So we're already going to have a different game than what we had in Game 1, where Dark immediately went for gas, then pull, and then did the Baneling's Nest and just went for that rush.
I wonder what it will look like if they play a longer game here. Like what type of shape DRG really is in compared to someone like Dark. A lot of people coming down in the studio today.
I do wonder, what is a long game with DRG going to look like you were saying? Because that's going to be the real test of his health in StarCraft 2.
I know he's been doing well on the ladder and everything. Oh, is that Tails?
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's Tails. If he took off his beret and I could see if he had, you know, a strawberry for hair, then I would be able to really tell.
Yes.
But that might have been.
Let's just go with yes.
I think so, right?
And what's going to stop us? What's going to? I mean,
You don't know.
I don't know.
You have no
I don't know.
idea.
I really am not sure, actually. Now, this has been. How long has it actually been since he played? Do we have the exact number? Because it's been a while since we've
Probably
casted any of
about
his
2
games.
years.
Yeah.
And
What
he
is
was
the
falling
exact
off
length
there
of
a
the
little
military service out here? Is it now? It's a little bit under 2 years, right? The compulsory military service.
It's changing a bit, and it matters what you go into as well. I do recall, because I remember I'm pretty sure I wrote a blog article about this, that basically all the old guard fell off except for DRG. There was like a period of time where like everyone that was considered a top tier player was gone and washed up, and it was basically all players on the new Kespa teams and new Kespa players. You know, after the switch and everything, they took over completely. And the players that joined the Kespa teams rose to the top, players like Maru, right, and continued to make it in.
Right.
And then also DRG. It was like all these teams, all these players that have these great backings and financial support and a place to live and people taking care of them in DRG. Those were like kind of the players that were competitive.
Yeah.
Being competitors, it was a kind of a very impressive thing way back then that should be remembered. DRG really is a legendary player, right? For Zerg Champions, it goes Fruit Dealer in the first GSL, Nesty a couple GSLs later, and then DRG was the third Zerg Champion.
Yeah.
And we've had a few since then, Ro.32, Sulky, etc.
Ro.32 is one of the tougher ones to remember. I think a lot of people
forget about Ro.32.
Yeah.
Beating Symbol. Remember Symbol?
Yes.
That guy was like Solar before Solar was Solar.
Yes. It's so true.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
But you know, these are important people. Sniper. Remember Sniper?
Sniper, who
Champion.
then became a Heroes of the Storm Pro.
Yeah. He was a top end Heroes of the Storm Pro. He was like the best Zagara player.
Yeah.
The Zerg Queen, literally. It was so funny to see that. He was played that hero almost every game when I was still casting that game. But yeah, DRG, a legendary figure. Such a great macro player. Kind of wasn't a hive tech type of guy though. Really macroed roaches very well. Loved mutalisks. Loved counterattacking and things like that. I'm excited to see what a longer game looks like. Look at this. Okay, so this is pretty cool what we're seeing. Melee, going up to layer.
Oh, one Ling hidden over there in the main scout. That's going to be good to check what's going on later on.
That is nice.
DRG now moving up to the top, but so far Dark's been able to block him off at every turn.
I'm excited about this melee attack upgrade. That's really cool. Ooh, nice placement.
Yeah.
That queen.
Roach Warren starting here for both sides. But it looks like now Dark has managed to move out. He's going to get a surround here on this queen, be able to take that out easily.
Nice.
Not bad.
Gonna pick off this Baneling before hatch. Oh! A little bit of a mistake there for sure.
It's starting to heat up here. I think Dark wants to go do a lot more damage.
Yeah, and he might end up getting that as well. A lot of drones
man.
in here. Oh, that would be quite the connection. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Man.
DRG shaking his head in his booth, actually.
Super painful.
Yeah.
He's not in a booth, but yeah, I get your meaning.
Yeah, sorry. I just keep on a booth. We used to have booths long ago, guys.
DRG shaking his head
Shaking
in
his
the
head
airplane that he's
as
flying.
he sits in his Jeep that he's also driving right now. But yeah,
he drives a Hummer tasteless. I don't know where you're getting these ideas. Okay, that is a lot of Zerglings coming in. Just too much damage.
It's just too much. Yeah, I mean, he killed so many workers.
Oh, I'm sad because this was a very cool style he was showing here as well, getting the +1 melee and going into mutas.
I mean, even if DRG dies here, it's not going to be the end of him today, and certainly not the end of him in the future. If you can get to a GSL Code S, I think it just might take one or two more times before you can really compete.
Well, I think for nostalgia's sake anyway, the only thing people want to see is partying against DRG, you know? Let's get some very older players going at it.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Now, DRG's not out of this game yet. It seems like the rush has basically stopped. We saw some of those roaches there for Dark actually turning around. The problem is that Dark is ahead in every way imaginable. He has more workers. He's got a better tech, actually. He
doesn't have more spires.
Yeah, that's true.
He's down one spire.
Now, there's 8 mutas coming here for DRG, but is this going to work? Wow, and there's a Nidus network being made. He's going to pop a Nidus right over there as those mutas are going across the map.
That's going to be hard to hold off. A bunch of queens popping out. There's just not going to be that much for DRG, especially because he's re-droning it this time. So he's not even getting to make a bunch of lings. I love that he's going +2 melee, by the way. This is so fascinating. +2 banelings obviously can one-hit drones. And I also wonder if there's some possibility that he wanted to go with this tech a little bit higher. Like, I mean, I'm very interested in what he's trying to do. It's just he's not going to get to do it. The game's going to end before then.
Oh, looks like DRG is going to get over here, and unfortunately for him, he could not deny that Nidus that has now popped out, and this wave that's going to push to the south here is going to be way too much. Already DRG is evacuating his drones over to the second base.
Yeah, I think if he throws up a bunch of spines, he may be able to hold on here. A nice little counterattack there. He's doing what he can with what he's got.
Oh, I love this leapfrogging of the Nidus networks.
Yeah. This base definitely going to be going down.
The mutas counterattack and hitting the Nidus is one way to try to slow this down, but...
yeah, the mutas, I mean, I guess they buy a little bit of time. I'm not sure what the game plan is for winning this game for DRG is the problem. Like, I think there's definitely a world in which he can hold on his natural for quite a while, but it's hard to imagine how he can, well, I guess a move like this is a start, right? How can he continue to hold after that?
Yeah, I mean, he's just going to get run over, right?
You would think so. Maybe he can actually hit a critical mass of mutas where he actually just kills the queens, though. You know, if he makes enough spines, if you hit that critical mass and kill the queens, I think the possibilities open up a little bit more because it's only queens. And once you kill the first group of queens, if you still have a good amount of mutas left over, that can be a snowballing effect. So it's not like he's going up into hydras.
Man, this is tough because you could see that even if DRG holds us up, he's behind in a base. Zerg's not really losing that much if they don't end the game immediately. But right now you have a Zerg over here for DRG that's smothered. Economically, you can't go anywhere. These mutas are supposed to be... Oh!
He's clowning him now.
This is so savage.
Yeah, he needs to go after the... This is the perfect time to go in and try to kill the queens, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. That is a lot of corrosive bile. Oh my god, I think what he needs to
He needs to make exactly enough Ravagers that he can one-shot the hatchery with just one round of corrosive biles.
You'd have to get so close to that hatchery for that.
GG.
Okay, that was a little bit one-sided as well, but it really came down to the early Link Bane aggression. DRG being 2-0'd very quickly by Dark. Dark making a statement about what year we were in. Listen, Jumanji, calm down. Okay?
Listen, Jumanji.
Yeah.
God, that was a movie that did not need to be remade, by the way. How many Jumanjis have there been?
Oh, no, the new Jumanji's really good.
Oh, is it good?
It's actually really good. There's like a couple problems with it. They made the best gamer in the school way too handsome. That was wrong. That betrayed my childhood.
The way you're looking at me is so weird right now. You're like, it should have looked like me, Taste.
Yeah.
We got to go to a break, guys. We come back. Cure versus Party. We'll be right back.